Hey guys, Elgon here. I got a ninth place at the Kissimmee Regionals with True Draco. I did a lot better than I expected to do. Went 7-2. Made a lot of misplays, but we still did all right. A lot better than I was expecting. So let's get into it. So Monster Line is pretty stable. 1 Dynamite, 3 Ignis, and 3 Maiden. If you're not main borders, then you should definitely go with 3 Maiden. You really want to see your monsters when you can. Obviously, you want to open a monster, one monster in every hand. Spells are really staple. I mean, I feel like for most True Draco decks, they always are. 3 Diagram, 2 Terraforming, 3 of each spell, 3 Card Demise.
Did you ever top like that for game?
Well, not, I guess for game, kind of, yeah. Definitely did lead to me getting the dub. Having no card in this top deck, and that probably happened more times than I like to admit. 2 Duality and 2 Demise. I hate this card. It always banishes my resources. It always banishes all my spells or too many of my monsters, but there's a lot of times where it doesn't do that, and it's just a great draw too. Then pretty much the only thing that makes this spell lineup different from other decks is 1 tech Called by the Grave.
Spice.
This is really, I saw a list playing this, and I had one spot, and I was like, I really don't know what to put in. Should I just put another Floodgate? Should I maybe try a 3rd Pie Duality? And I tried to Call by the Grave, and it really obviously Call by the Grave is just a great card, and it's really just some card you want to see sometimes, but you don't other times. Obviously, it hits a lot of stuff in Grave, anything Grave really, some hand traps, it can hit a spinny, anything. It's also the only card that will out Pankratops. It's really the only card that prevents Pankratops from just absolutely annihilating you. And obviously, it's great for hitting the Foxies. So traps, 3 are up. Definitely the best Floodgate in the deck. You flip this up on Orcus and a lot of other decks they can't play. 3, there can only be 1. I didn't play versus too many Salamangreat, even though I really like playing versus Salamangreat. This deck has a good matchup, especially when I'm maining 3 of these. But I didn't see too much of them. I kind of think I want to maybe go with 2, try and make some rivalries, but today 3 still worked out pretty alright, because most 6-out players, I play versus a lot of Orcus, and this really just prohibits, it just prohibits them just a little bit, because they just got to go into Phoenix and pop it. But if it was rivalry, it would just totally shut them down, so maybe some altering on that part. 3 Apocalypse and 1 Returns, staple. 2 anti-spell for Sky Striker, really. Everything else is kind of just a niche. They might set a spell or 2, you can just pop. This is still pretty good.
Also I like good versus Pendulum.
True. There's a bunch of that around nowadays. Then 1 Imperial Order. I saw this, I didn't see this at all today. The one time I drew it, it was around the end of the game. After I drew it off Card Demise, it didn't really matter. I was already winning that game anyway. Obviously, this card is really broken. Just winning 2 games for Sky Striker. And then a card I'm not seeing enough at all, especially in Ultra Ridiculous, is Soul Drain. Everybody should be maining this if you can. This card's just absolutely ridiculous. If you activate this for Thunder, Danger, Orcus, just anything like that, anything that has to do with the Grave or Banish, this just absolutely annihilates them. They can do nothing Grave or Banish. And I did see this a lot today, and it won me a lot of games. So I think every True Draco deck should be maining this and at least putting it in the side. Because this card's amazing. It's that one for a reason. So that's it for the main, 40 card main. Side, 3 Sphere mode. I was playing 2 this, but I bumped up 3 because really any of those decks like Pendulum or Guard Dragon, Thunder Guard Dragon, if you're going second, you need to see this or you're pretty much losing. So definitely need this at 3 for that. 2 border. Anything with Danger or Sub-Tier. I did play versus 1 Sub-Tier, which was absolutely a free win pretty much. I did draw too many monsters, which made it tougher than it needed to be, but obviously still won that game. Yeah, anything with Danger, you're going first, you want to summon this. Most of the time you're going to want to back it up with an Apocalypse, try and pick it from battle, because they're always going to have Pankratops. Everybody I play versus always has a Pankratops going whenever they're going second. So they're going to drop that, and they're going to try and tackle this. So you need something to back this up, usually. 2 Strike the Monarchs. I really like this card.
Might not know.
You tribute a level 5 or higher, tribute some monster to target a Facebook card in the field and negate it, and then get a draw card. So Gemini Spark in the sort of way, except instead of destroying it, targets a Facebook card negate. So it's pretty much just for evenly matched, pretty much. Obviously, it can hit some Twin Twisters and that, because it's kind of just how you do with Monarch Drop. You'll chain your monster effect, and then if they don't respond, you'll just chain Monarchs, the Strike of the Monarchs, tribute it, target them evenly. I did negate evenly versus Thunder Dragon. Some guy, he sped to his battle phase and tried to do that. And I flipped this. He didn't know what it did, and he's like, "Oh wow, it's really good." And in that case, yeah, it definitely was. 2 evenly. This wasn't too good for me today, but obviously this card's still great. I definitely want to keep playing 2 of it. 2 Rivalry. Side this in versus Orcus. I just didn't see it. Then 1 anti-spell, or the 3rd anti-spell, just for Sky Striker or anything heavy spell. Then 2 Dark Bribe. I was playing this for really another thing out to, evenly. Whenever you're going first, you just want to see these. The bad part was like 2 of my losses. I really just drew heavy on these guys, which was actually really bad. I drew heavy on the negates because usually you just want to see 1 or 2 of them, but this was all right. I still think it's definitely better than Wiretap, because if they have a Twin Twister, then your Wiretap doesn't do anything. So I don't prefer that over Wiretap. Then 1 Judgment, better Dark Bribe, side this in every time going first. So yeah, that's the deck. Kind of standard for the most part. But it is true Draco. It doesn't require too much skill. Just need to know kind of the basics, what you're playing versus what you need to do. One of my losses was really just me throwing out the window. I didn't know what a card did. I really just threw the game because I really didn't know what this card did, and I didn't play right because of it. And banishing 2 of each of my True Draco spells didn't help me either. And then my other loss, round 6, when I was 5-0, was versus Kamal. YCS champ. He was playing Orcus Pendulum, and it happened absolutely nutty game 1. And then game 2, my hand was really mediocre, and him having red reboot didn't really help that much either, because I had the judgment for his red reboot, but then he just killed me from there. I didn't have anything else really, along with another misplay. Didn't really help. Yeah, to that, guys, it performed pretty well. Like I said, this deck has a great matchup versus Sky Striker. Sky Striker is a pretty tough matchup. But it has a great matchup versus Salmon Great. I was pretty proud to go 9th place with this. So yeah, that's the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed.